Good morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Armando, and it's First Thing First period on Thursday, May 12th, 2016.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Tyler.
Reminder to all people who want to join the award-winning cast and crew of TJTV that applications are due next Wednesday.
If you need a computer or you need help, come see Mrs. LaChapelle in MC9.
8th graders interested in sports in high school. There was a mandatory parent meeting at Franklin High School today at 6:30 in the small gym.
You will be discussing the summer schedule and requirements to play in high school sports. Coaches from all 3 levels will be in attendance.
Now let's go to Cabri and Isaac from the second period video productions class.
Let's go. Basketball is a fun sport that is easy to play and also gives you a good workout. Basketball is fun because you can do ankle breakers and switch shots, which makes you feel like you are so good.
If you want to be so good at it, you want to be on a team or practice yourself. And also, if you want to be on a team, you want to work really hard, you should work out and eat healthy.
Also, basketball is a great way to get your mind off things, and it is also a great way to express yourself. It is a sport that can work your whole body.
It is a great pastime for anyone to bond with family members and friends. I see in my eyes that basketball is very addicting and makes you want to play more and more of it.
More of all, basketball is really addicting because when you're one of the best players on your team or in the league, then you're going to work even harder and even better. Information from Daniel J.
Thanks, Isaac and Cabri. Now let's go to Katie for today's TDIH.
This day in history.
First on this day in 1780, Americans suffered their worst defeat of the Revolution with the unconditional surrender of Major General Benjamin Lincoln to British Lieutenant General Sir Henry Clinton and his army of 10,000 at Charleston, South Carolina. Next on this day, in 1987, firefighters finally contained a giant fire sweeping eastward across China, but not before 193 people are killed. Also on this day in 1937, at London's Westminster Abbey, George IV and his consort Lady Elizabeth are crowned King and Queen of the United Kingdom as part of the coronation ceremony that dates back more than a millennium. Finally, on this day in 1970, Chicago Cubs slugger Ernie Banks hits the 500th home run of his career. Mr. Cub was known for his engaging personality and love of the game, traits on display even as the dismal Cubs suffered through losing season after losing season. And that's what happened on this day in history. I'm Katie, reporting for TJTV. Now back to you.
Thanks, Katie.
Now let's go to Olivia and Jacob from second period video productions class about a political update.
13 months after launching his campaign for president on the promise of being the purest conservative in the contest before a large crowd, Ted Cruz ended it abruptly last Tuesday night in a room in front of a small group of supporters.
Acknowledging that he had no path forward against Donald Trump, the senator from Texas suspended his bid in the state he had hoped would keep him in the race until the Republican convention, where his strong relationship with party activists would help him claim the nomination.
Ted Cruz remained one of the last candidates standing in a once crowded field would have been unlikely when he entered the race 13 months earlier.
Ted Cruz's decision to drop out of the race leaves Donald Trump as the only candidate capable of clinching the nomination outright. For more information, go to www.washingtonpost.
Thanks, Jacob and Olivia. Yesterday, Benson, Brandon, and Jason received early copies of the yearbook. It's time to add 3 more names to that list.
Let's start with the Aggies today. Will 7th grader Tristan Kitamura please head to Mrs. Zoo's room to pick up your yearbook? Did you know you can still buy a yearbook? It's true. There are about 30 copies available for pre-order.
Bring $50 to the student store with your ID or go online to buy one with a credit card. Okay, Hornets, today's your lucky yearbook buyer. It's an 8th grader. Drum roll, please. Darren Garrett.
Darren, please head to Mrs. Zoo's room to pick up your copy of this year's yearbook. And finally, a girl, 8th grader Celestina Norris. Please head to Mrs. Zoo's room in MC10 to pick up your early copy of the yearbook.
There are over 750 names we haven't called yet, but don't worry, we'll be calling out 4 more tomorrow, 3 students and a staff member.
Now let's go to Cody and Alexis to find out how to make your own customized iPhone case.
Hey guys, so today we'll be showing you videos of how to make your own DIY phone cases. These are very inexpensive and easy to do.
If you want to customize your phone case, then this video is perfect for you. The first YouTuber we're about to show is Kelly Stephenson Pino. In order to complete this project, you'll need a clear phone case, gold paint, a pencil, and a paintbrush. Optional, clear coat. To watch the rest of the video, go to youtube.com/Kelly Stephenson Pino.
The next YouTuber we'll be playing is My Life is Ava. In order to do the ombre case, you just need 3 types of paint, a paintbrush, and a clear case. To watch the rest of the video, go to youtube.com/MyLifeIsAva.
I hope you enjoy these videos, and we would like to thank My Life is Ava and Kelly Stephenson Pino for their great videos.
See, these DIYs are very easy, and you can personalize it to fit.
Thanks, Cody and Alexis. Attention next year's web leaders. On Wednesday, May 18th from 3 to 5 p.m. in MC11, there will be a mandatory meeting.
We'll be getting to know each other on our spring play-day, and we will be working on our orientation games for the Jaguar Jubilee. Please email Mrs. Albiani if you have any questions. Next year's web leaders. On Wednesday, May 18th from 3 to 5 p.m. in MC11, there will be a mandatory meeting.
We'll be getting to know each other during our spring play day, and we'll be working on orientation games for the Jaguar Jubilee. Please email Mrs. Albiani if you have any questions.
Let's take a look at the top 5 video games liked by some students in second period video productions.
Hello Jaguars, welcome to Game Jump. This episode we talk about 5 of the top video games. Note that this is based on opinion, not on sales. Number 5, Star Wars Battlefront. In this game, you have the role of crushing the rebel scum or defeating the Empire. This game takes place in the Star Wars universe we all know and love. Number 4, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. A vast, immersive world where you travel through time trying to defeat the evil Ganondorf. Number 3, Super Mario Bros. This classic game, you travel through worlds to save a princess by jumping over pipes and defeating enemies. Number 2, Minecraft. An endless game that inspires people to build and use their head to create and survive. This game has endless replayability and can be played for hours on end. Number 1, Pac-Man. The classic, most memorable game where you play as Pac-Man and run from ghosts to collect pellets. Anyways, these are just some of the awesome video games that we thought were deserved to be on a list.
This Friday is the 8th grade promotion dance. Tickets are $5 with an ASB, $6 without ASB, and $7 on Friday. For everyone, no tickets will be sold at the door.
Dressy attire is encouraged. Dress code applies. Please reference the school 8th grade contract for questions.
The dance will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Students may stay until the end of the dance. All students must be picked up promptly at 7 p.m. Hey Armando, do you think that Denton has some competition?
I don't know. Let's take a look at the new guys from second period video productions.
Hey sports fans, I'm Xavier Camarina, and today we'll be covering sports. First, wrestling. Aaron Pico, a 19-year-old wrestler who attended the 2016 Olympic trials. After beating 3 NCAA competitors, he then faced Frank Molinaro and lost by decision. Frank Molinaro will now be attending the 2016 Olympics. That's it for wrestling. Now let's go to basketball. In the NBA playoffs, the teams that are still standing are the Warriors, Thunder, Cavaliers, Heat, Trailblazers, Spurs, and Raptors.
In the Western Division, the Warriors look like they will be taking on the finals, and the Cavaliers are going to the top in the Eastern Division. Now to NFL. Today we'll be talking about the key matchups in the season. Week 1, the Broncos will be facing the Panthers. In Week 3, the Niners are playing the Seahawks. In Week 4, the Rams face the Cardinals. Jumping to Week 8, the Panthers are hosting the Cardinals. In Week 10, the Seahawks travel to the Patriots. Finally, in Week 15, the Broncos are playing the Patriots. That ends today's Sports Talk.
That's it for today's show.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. We only have 10 more days of school left until the school year is over.
The cast and crew of TJTV would like to wish a happy birthday to a crew member, Catherine Bloom. Happy birthday.